welcome back on board the Norwegian Joy, day number 2 of our 12-night sailing. We find ourselves at sea.
Look at those waves, look at those waves.
Lots of fun to get into, so let's go ahead and get it started. Day number 2, back on board the Norwegian Joy begins. Yeah, that's right now.
Joy to cruising, let's have a great day. Before we go, we wanted to show you, we have a doorbell. Listen, ready? Wait for it. First order of business, we're gonna get some grub at the Garden Cafe, which is the what on board?
The buffet.
Let's go get some buffet treats. Ooh, tambourine fun.
Well, the buffet was absolutely slammed. We could not find a table at all. So we are coming back to a tried and true favorite, the local.
What's interesting about the local is that it's on like both sides of this like open area in the middle, and they have bar rail seatings like to the open area, and if you happen to sit there, you can watch them doing activities like down below. Like for example here, they're doing a line dancing class. Something else worth mentioning about the local is that you don't pick your seat. Like they seat you, and then obviously you have servers come and stuff like that. But I mean, really, there's not like a bad seat. Like every area of it has kind of its own cool thing about it. But you don't pick your seat for it. But you do sit like by yourself with your own party. You won't sit with other people. So that's cool.
Well, yesterday we tried the barbecue and the sweet chili wings. Today, let's do some buffalo. The verdict is I'm stunned that these wings are included with the cruise fare. Wings in general being included is kind of crazy, but these are so good, so tender, so juicy, and all 3 flavors have been good as well. The way they cook it though, they get like a grill kind of scorch on there, and it really brings it home. So
yeah, like you said, for them to be free, but them to actually be like really good, and that's pretty cool for a cruise line. Something else that we learned about Norwegian is what drinks are included. So you have to pay extra for like sodas and alcohol, of course, but you get lemonade for free and water, of course, and then like tea, coffee, that kind of stuff. Basically the same as Royal, but we weren't sure, and now we know.
And now our entrees have arrived. They did have a special board up there that said they had chicken parm as a special. When I went to order that, they said specials are only for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. So instead, I ordered a fish sandwich minus the tartar sauce. So it does have coleslaw on there. I think it's the same fish I got as the fish and chips. So I kind of have the same thing that I did yesterday. Chelsea ordered a side of fries, and what is this?
Fettuccine carbonara.
Which is what I usually get in Italian restaurants. Just switched it up a bit.
I am this time. Also, these fries taste like McDonald's fries.
They're really good.
In a good
nice
way.
and salty. Yeah, good stuff.
Joy what? Speed what?
That's right, electric go-karts on board. We are going to get into this, not today, but soon enough, and we are very excited about that. And a really cool thing is it's multi-leveled, so you can see right here, this part is an incline going uphill, there they go, and then it'll wrap around, and you'll be up top, and then you'll sling around and come back down. Now we saw these going last night as well. I will say, yesterday it looked like, it's probably just an optical illusion. Yesterday they looked a lot faster than they do today.
Maybe it's just the illusion of night driving.
Oh. Why not head in and check out the Galaxy Pavilion Entourage Video Arcade.
Look at it!
All kinds of colorful lights, starry lights in this. See, oh look, down below. Whoa.
Glittery!
Glitter floor.
It's like we entered space.
The Twilight Zone.
The final frontier.
Whoa. There is a ton of virtual reality games in here. Wow, I was not expecting this much. This is like a drone one. Like you could go down a mine shaft. I don't know why people want to live that reality, but go for it. Car simulators, Jeep simulators. Oh, this one's like Jurassic Park. Look at that, Jurassic Park escape and a huge T-Rex trying to get you. Once again, scary reality, but if you want to live it, you have that option here. And then in the back, they have like regular arcade games that you can like just pay like a couple bucks to play each one. And actually kind of a lot of games too. Ooh, that Jurassic Park one looks cool. Very nice, very cool. Now most of the virtual reality is gonna be $8 per pop to play. But it gives all the information for each one. And we'll get into this more specifically later on in the cruise when we do some of this, because we're definitely going to do it because it looks awesome. But yeah, just kind of like a first look-see. I was not expecting this many experiences, so that's pretty cool. One small step for man, one giant leap for HHT kind.
I've lost my balance.
No, here's the tether. Take the water bottle, I'll pull you in.
I'm George Clooney.
No!
So, since this is our first day at sea, we kind of have like several like P's and Q's and like housekeeping stuff to take care of, including making reservations.
On Norwegian Cruise Line, you do have to pay for certain activities additional outside of your cruise fare, which we kind of knew coming in. We're also finding you need to reserve some of those different activities, and the way you go about them varies depending on the category of said activity. For example, if you're reserving specialty dining, you can do that through the Norwegian app or even your stateroom television. However, if it's an actual fun activity thing, you want to use one of these touch boards that you'll find at every elevator and stair area.
Now, Vanna, can you show us how to operate these special and purposeful video boards?
Well, it is a touch screen, just like every device we're used to using these days, and you can see it has the different categories listed here and broken down. But what we're talking about right now is onboard attractions reservations.
Yeah.
We're just going to touch that just like that, and it's going to bring up the options of those activities that you can reserve here. Now, I do want to mention they also have a box office area set up for your cruise. Depending on what ship you're on, it'll be in a various location, but it will be listed in the daily information. You can also go there to reserve things, but you can just use this touch board here. So if you want to do the go-karts at the Speedway, you can bring it up, see the different dates, see the different times, how many slots are available, and then click reserve to finish that out.
Well, let's find which one we want to do and see how it goes.
Okay.
Joy Speedway, go-kart action.
And we're going to try for the next day at sea, which would be Tuesday the 18th. And we see our times here, 4 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. And then you can hit next. You get 5, 5:30, 6, 6:30. Let's do 7.
Okay.
Reserve. Take your key card. Barcode side in. And this one does not seem to be reading the card.
Okay, let's try a different one.
Let's try a different one.
Okay. Take 2. Different board. Hopefully different results.
And so far, no.
All right. Try number 3.
Hey.
It worked! 3rd time's the charm. Literally.
It scanned it. That part worked.
Well, we're further than we've been, so progress. Are you questioning my validity? Oh, you just have to have a stern hand with it and it does what you want. Stateroom number. Oh, okay, good. So it has like everybody in the stateroom. So can we just like click them all? Yeah, you just click who wants to do it. Next. Has the total there. Time, date, all the information.
Booking confirmed.
Yay! We did it!
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so once you get it to scan, it's really easy and convenient. Just make sure you find one with a working scanner and be persistent and give it a firm hand. Show it who's boss. Don't let it overtake you. You overtake it.
But you can always be polite about it.
No, be nice. Be kind. Rewind.
But just stopped back in our room and noticed there was a covered plate here with some napkins, and we find inside a chocolate covered strawberry, singular, 2 little shortbread like cookies. What is this, a truffle and licorice jam? I don't know what that is, and I'm not even sure why this is here. My best guess is because we're in a suite, but I have no idea. But thank you, Norwegian.
Okay, Mr. Matt, are you ready to take your best gal out on the town this evening?
Well, I would, but we're at sea.
But we do have a fun night, dinner and show night. But we need to check the dress code for tonight. Make sure we are being appropriate in our dress. But luckily, for us, with Norwegian, they call dress up night, dress up or not night. Now, what does that mean? Instead of a traditional, like, formal night, they call it dress up or not night because you can dress up if you want to. If you want to be a little extra fancy tonight, you can. This is the night to do it. But you don't have to by any means. So much so they put it in the title or not. You don't have to.
Part of the freestyle approach to cruising that they took a few years back, they don't really do dress codes. In fact, I thought they didn't do any dress codes based on what I knew from my prior experience and research heading here. We have seen a couple notes that you can't wear shorts or whatever in Ocean Blue, the seafood restaurant, or the La Bistro, the French restaurant, after like 5:30 p.m. I don't know. That's what it says in there. But otherwise, they are pretty cash and pretty chill.
So that means you can take your best gal out on a night at the sea in just a t-shirt.
Sounds good to me.
And shorts.
I won't argue with that.
No problem.
Great. It is showtime. So we're heading into the Joy Theater. Now there are 2 shows that we have made a reservation for, but tonight's production is Footloose. So Norwegian has a lot of licensed shows that they do on their ships, and for the Joy, the one, as I mentioned before, is Footloose. They also do their own original productions. We'll be seeing one of those on another night. And we were actually able to reserve those show times before the cruise.
Yeah, so that was Blue Man Group. That was pretty much one of the only things you could book ahead.
Yeah,
was the show,
which we did because we didn't want to miss it for sure. And they are scanning each person's card key before you come into the theater, so you definitely want to make sure you have that reservation so you can get a good seat and enjoy the show.
I have one question for you though.
What?
Are you ready to cut loose?
Footloose.
Kick off some day shoes.
And they just made the announcement we were waiting for. No photography, no video recording, no audio recording, nothing. So you'll just have to imagine the dancing, and we'll let you know what we thought afterwards. Well, there you have it. Well, we had it. You guys unfortunately couldn't see it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sad we couldn't show you any of it because I loved that show. It was so fun. It's like very similar to the movie, obviously, like same similar storyline. The cast was really good. It's just like a fun kind of show.
Great visuals, I thought. Only issue I had was there was some definite problems with audio. One of the performers' mics went out, which you can't help. That just happens. And then they had to use a handheld mic, which looked a little weird, but that's how it goes. But they did have some balancing issues. At times, the music was so loud you couldn't hear the lyrics. You couldn't hear the dialogue if that was taking place. So something that could be a little adjusted there. But a minor complaint. Overall, really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like a must-see show. Like,
Yeah,
it's
for
definitely
sure.
Like the main like show event of the sailing.
Oh, 100%. But we have heard good things about the other show elements that we will be seeing later in the cruise. So, let's see.
Well, is that show going to star Kevin Bacon?
Did this show?
No, but it had a Kevin Bacon look-alike.
I mean, we know the 6 degrees, right? So I'm sure we can connect them somehow.
We know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows Kevin Bacon.
There you go. We obviously couldn't show it, but there was a scene in tonight's show that was a little bit of a foreshadow of where we would be dining tonight. This kind of paints the picture. That's it. Check out this entryway. Neon! I live for neon. That is awesome. And it sounds like they got some live music tonight too. Whoa! Check out our booth.
Yeah, we have like a little tucked-in booth.
With all these cool retro signs.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Check out the cups they give you to drink from here. Not only does it have the logo, it looks like a solo cup, but it's actually quite thick and heavy. That's pretty cool. And it's a pretty simplified menu. Not too much going on here. gas if you lit it. Or it's combustible. The food has arrived.
And we got a lot of it.
So your dad went with the pork spare ribs there. See those. And then what did you get?
I got pork that has been pulled.
So pulled pork.
Also known as pulled pork.
And then I went with the Cajun shrimp skewers. So when you order the entree, you get your whichever meat you choose. You get the jalapeno cornbread, you get beans, you get coleslaw, potato salad, and then pickles. All entrees come with those things. And then we ordered some extra sides of jalapeno cheese grits and mac and cheese. So ready to dig in.
Dive in on Diners, Drive-In, and Dive.
And it looks like they have a selection of sauces here at the table. Classic mustard and sweet and tangy. And you always have to finish up with some desserts. Sweet temptations. It's not quite a campfire cookie.
God, it's pretty close. And look, I got a little mason jar of chocolate sauce.
That is pretty fun.
Whee!
Whoa. Come on. Nice. You get the idea.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, what did you think of Q Texas Smokehouse?
Overall, I really enjoyed it. I think the meat and the cornbread was my favorite. Like the pulled pork and the cornbread was really, really good. The sides, I feel like were a little kind of like hit or miss. Nothing like terrible. But
Nothing was terrible.
But just like, okay.
The grits were really good, so it kind of balanced it out. It was, like you said, hit or miss, 50-50. My shrimp was excellent, really good. So like you said, the meats were where it was at. And you really did like your brownie as well.
Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was a lot of brownie, but it was so good.
I think the biggest question mark here is the price point. It was quite expensive. Honestly, it was kind of in line with most specialty dining, which this technically is. But, you know, when you have Portside Barbecue with Royal Caribbean or even Pig and Anchor with Carnival, the barbecue places are usually a step below those other specialty dining places in price. So
like
this was kind of pricey.
Yeah, our bill ended up being $115, which included gratuities and for 3 people, which it's like I didn't mind paying that tonight, but I definitely wouldn't like do this every time I was on this cruise.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy we did it tonight, but I wouldn't necessarily do it next time.
Not something to go out of your way for, but it is enjoyable. I maybe would suggest coming in and getting some of the smaller plates, maybe try some of the appetizers or sides if you want to, something like that, and enjoy some music. Might be what this venue would be better served for.
Or maybe utilize a dining package versus a la carte.
Which we usually do, but the dining packages are really expensive too, so...
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You know, just to give you an idea, but I definitely enjoyed it.
We were walking by the shore excursions desk, and that reminded us that we wanted to tell you about a little observation that Matthew made that we found interesting.
Yeah, so before the cruise, when we were looking at shore excursions to do through Norwegian, we found that there weren't too many. And kind of chalked it up to the fact that we kind of booked late in the process and maybe things have been booked up. This is definitely an itinerary-based cruise, I think, with the 12-night sailing. So maybe it was just that or whatever. But when we were looking earlier through the app, now that we're on board, there are so many more other excursions available all of a sudden. And I think I know why. I think it's because with the Free at Sea program, every stateroom, regardless if you do the Pick 4 or whatever, you get the shore excursion credit, which means that the first person in the stateroom gets $50 off of Norwegian excursions. Not anything that you book third party or on your own or whatever, but if you book through Norwegian, you get that $50 off. But that only applies if you book before the sailing. Once you're on board, you do not get that credit anymore. So I think that's what it is. I think they hold only so many for sale before the cruise, and then once you're on board and they don't have to give you that $50 discount anymore, then they roll out a bunch of more inventory, because it went from hardly anything to, wow, there's a long list.
Norwegian, is that what you're doing?
I think it is.
A little phooey on you if that's what you're doing. I have to say, I don't know about that. But if you want to book excursions on board, you can do that through the app. And I don't know, know. You guys tell us in the comments, because you guys may have sailed Norwegian more than us. We're still newbies here, so maybe you know something that we don't know, but we're keeping our eye on you, Norwegian. We're keeping our eye on you.
Hey, earlier I talked about how we were stopping back in the room and we had some treats waiting on us. Well, now we stop back in the room and more treats.
We got like some little truffle action.
More truffles, and
The bottle of the finest Santa Catalina Merlot wine of Chile.
oh, Chilean wine.
I don't know what any of that means, but it's very nice of them to bring it.
That is. So again, we don't really know why, other than we would guess because we're in a suite.
I'm guessing it's because it's of a suite. My dad has sailed with Norwegian before, but doesn't have like enough priority points to get free Merlot.
Yeah.
I would think. But that's really nice. I mean, like, we're not, not for us, but I mean, my dad might have it or something. But yeah,
Those are for you though.
Oh, these?
Maybe not tonight after the brownie, but
I don't know. Just give me an hour and I might have it.
well, I stand corrected.
Yeah, you
until
do.
right now.
No, mine.
Because I sit corrected.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take my
I've
chocolate.
exposed you as a chocolate psycho.
Bye.
Like Chocolate Boy from Hey Arnold.
Hey, Matt.
Hmm?
What you doing?
I'm using the Norwegian Cruise Line official app.
Just so casually. No, but we made our dining reservation earlier for the Q Smokehouse. We made that via the app, and we're going to make another one for dining later in the cruise. And we thought we would show you how to do it on the app.
So this is what it looks like when you open it up. You're going to click dining. Hello. And it's going to bring up all the different restaurants. It will list the places that are included as well. So it'll say like complimentary right there. And we're looking for our next one. Bingo.
Bingo, Yahtzee. Is that your final answer? The answer is Food Republic.
Global cuisine. So we're going to click on the restaurant, and then it's pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward. You're going to choose the date that you want. We're going to go for the 24th. And then our party size, just the two of us for this one. And then the time, whatever time you would like. And based on the activities we'll be doing that day, we're going to go for 8:15. I hit book. And it's just that easy. And so now if we come up here and we hit my plans in the middle of the app, scroll down to that day, and voila.
There it is.
Food Republic. All right, friends, that is going to do it for us. Day number 2 on board the Norwegian Joy. Lots of fun, but we will see you back tomorrow for even more of it. Day number 3, we'll be stopping in Grand Cayman. That's always a good time. So thanks for joining us for today's video. As always, if you're interested in booking your own cruise, feel free to reach out via the travel agent information. You can find it in the description of this video. It's completely free to use, so we hope we'll hear from you soon. Once again, thanks for joining us for today. See you back tomorrow. But until then, we're signing off for tonight. Happy travels. Footloose.
Footloose. Kick off the Sunday shoes. I'm punching my card. 8 hours for what?